This is how the ancient Israelites read Genesis, liturgically. So later on, when Solomon, the king, got around to building the temple as the center of the capital, the city of Jerusalem, he shattered all the records for construction because he built it in 7 years. Ordinarily, it would take 40 or 50. And then he dedicated it in the 7th month during the Feast of Tabernacles, which lasted exactly, guess how many days? 7 days. And he led all of the people in a prayer of thanksgiving. And when you read it, guess how many petitions it has? It's divided very neatly into 7 parts. Because Solomon understood that the temple is really a miniature version of what God created in the beginning. The whole cosmos is a cosmic temple. And that temple that Solomon constructed was like a microcosm, a microcosmos. So they had a liturgical worldview. They saw the whole of creation as a temple in Genesis 1. And when you look at this material through the ancient eyes of Israelite readers, you realize that in Genesis 2, it isn't just a garden in which God planted Adam and Eve. All of the terms, all of the images, the phrases that are used to describe the Garden of Eden are the same terms that are used to describe the sanctuary, where the priest would minister. When Adam is told to till and keep the garden, we picture him with a spade, working in the soil. But the only time you find those 2 words used together again are where you read about what the Levitical ministers and the priests were to do in the sanctuary in Exodus. They are to minister and guard the sanctuary. This is why ancient Jewish readers understood that in Genesis 1, you've got a cosmic temple, and in Genesis 2, you've got a garden sanctuary. It's the Holy of Holies. And so Adam could meet with God, and God could walk in the garden in the cool of the day. And then Adam is not just a creature. He's not just the Son of God. He is the high priest of humanity. He was called upon by God to do in Genesis what Aaron the high priest was called upon to do in the book of Exodus. Adam is to all of humanity what Aaron was to all 12 tribes of Israel. This high priestly representative who underwent a test where he was to sacrifice. And just as Aaron failed at the golden calf, so likewise Adam failed with the forbidden fruit. Reading the Bible liturgically began to show me that it's not just individualistic. It's not just experiential. It's not just me and Jesus and finding a verse here or a verse there that just kind of makes my heart go aflutter. It's trying to see the world through the eyes of my Creator, to see the world through the eyes of my Heavenly Father, to see the world as He made it, to be a home, to be a palace, to be a holy temple.